He kept his promise for 20 years. But the truth was waiting in the dark.
It was 10 o'clock at night. The street was cold and almost empty. A strong wind was blowing down the avenue. A police officer was walking on his usual route. He checked the doors of the shops. Most of the stores were already closed and their windows were dark. The whole neighborhood was quiet. When he reached the middle of the block, he saw a man standing in a dark doorway. The man had a cigar in his mouth, but it wasn't lit. The police officer walked closer.
Good night, sir. Everything okay here?
Oh, hello, officer. Yes, everything's fine. I'm just waiting for a friend.
Waiting outside at this hour? It is a cold night.
Yeah, I know, but I promised to be here. We made this plan 20 years ago.
20 years ago? That is a long time to keep a promise.
The man smiled and lit his cigar. For a moment, the small flame showed his face clearly. He had sharp eyes and a small white scar near his eyebrow.
20 years ago, there used to be a restaurant here. It was called Big Joe Brady's.
Yes, I remember that place. They tore it down 5 years ago.
That's right. My best friend Jimmy and I had dinner there. We grew up together here in New York. We were almost like brothers.
So what happened after that night?
The next day, I left for the West. I wanted to make money and build a better life. Jimmy stayed here in New York. He loved the city and never wanted to leave it. That night, before I left, we made a promise. We agreed to meet here again in exactly 20 years. Same date, same place, same time, 10 o'clock.
Did you stay in touch after you left?
For a little while, yes. We wrote letters for a year or two. But then, life changed. I moved from place to place. And after some time, we lost contact.
And you still believe he will come tonight?
Yes. If Jimmy is alive, he will come. He was the most loyal friend I ever had.
Did life in the West go well for you?
Yeah, it did. I worked hard. I took some risks. And I made good money.
I'm glad to hear that.
I hope Jimmy did well, too. He was always a good man, but he was different from me. He was not very ambitious. He liked a quiet, safe life.
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock now. Are you going to wait much longer?
I'll wait at least 30 more minutes. Jimmy will come.
All right then. I hope your friend arrives. Good night.
Good night, officer.
The police officer walked away. The wind became stronger, and a cold rain started to fall. The man stayed in the doorway and waited. About 20 minutes passed. Then, a tall man in a long coat crossed the street. He walked quickly toward the doorway.
Is that you, Bob?
Jimmy? Is that you? Jimmy Wells?
The two men shook hands warmly.
Bob, I knew you would come if you were still alive. 20 years is a very long time.
It really is. But look at you, Jimmy. You have changed so much. I don't remember you being this tall.
People can change a lot in 20 years.
That's true. So, how are you? Are you doing well? Has life in New York been good to you? Do you have a good job?
I'm doing all right. I work for the city now. Come on, let's go somewhere warm. We can sit down and talk about old times.
They walked down the street together, arm in arm. After a short walk, they reached a bright drugstore. Under the lights, both men looked at each other carefully. Bob suddenly stopped walking.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not Jimmy Wells.
What do you mean?
Jimmy's face was different. And his nose was different too. 20 years can change many things, but it cannot change the shape of a man's nose.
The tall man's face became serious.
Sometimes 20 years change a good man into a bad one. Bob, you are under arrest.
Under arrest? What are you talking about?
Bob said nothing for a moment.
The police in Chicago are looking for you. They said a Bob called Silky Bob was coming to New York. You match the description.
Bob said nothing for a moment.
Will you come quietly?
Bob didn't fight.
Before we go, I have a note for you. It is from Patrolman Wells.
Bob took the note and opened it. The note said,
Bob, I came to meet you tonight. I was at the doorway, on time. But when you lit your cigar, I saw your face clearly. I realized you were the man the police were looking for in Chicago. I couldn't arrest you myself, so I asked another officer to do it. Jimmy.
If you were Jimmy, what would you do? Would you arrest your old friend or let him go? Write your answer in the comments. Now, let's learn some useful English from the story. Listen and repeat some useful sentences from the story. I'm just waiting for a friend. There used to be a restaurant here. That is a long time to keep a promise. Are you doing well? You have changed so much. What do you mean? Great job. Now, let's look at one useful grammar point from the story. Used to. We use used to for something that was true in the past, but is not true now. In the story, Bob says, "There used to be a restaurant here," meaning there was a restaurant here in the past, but there is no restaurant now. A positive form. The structure is used to plus base verb. Examples: he used to work in New York. We used to be close friends. I used to live in another city. She used to call me every day. Negative form. The structure is didn't use to plus base verb. Examples: he didn't used to be so serious. I didn't used to drink coffee. She didn't used to sleep late. Question form. The structure is did plus subject plus used to plus base verb. Examples: did he use to smoke cigars? Did they use to be close friends? Did she use to work at the restaurant? Did you use to play sports when you were younger? Remember, used to equal past habit or past situation. It was true before, but it is different now. Now let's learn 5 important words from the story. Promise. Something you say you will definitely do. Example from the story. That is a long time to keep a promise. Simple example. I made a promise to call my mother every day. Agree. To say yes to a plan or idea. Example from the story. We agreed to meet here again in exactly 20 years. Simple example. We agreed to meet at 6 o'clock. I agree. Lose contact. To stop talking or communicating with someone. Example from the story. After some time, we lost contact. Simple example. I lost contact with my old friend after school. Ambitious. Wanting to be successful or do big things. Example from the story. He was not very ambitious. Simple example. She is ambitious. She wants to start her own business. Realize. To suddenly understand or notice something. Example from the story. I realized you were the man the police were looking for. Simple example. I realized I left my wallet at home. Watch the story again to practice. And remember, every story has two sides. Keep reading, keep learning. See you in the next Chapter 1 story.